everyone, how's it going? Are you hitting the hosel a lot? Hitting it sideways? You know, the S word? Well, the shanks aren't that uncommon and they happen to the best of us, but it's handy to know what is causing them and how to fix them. So in case you've never had a shank or don't know what one is, a shank happens when the heel of the club is too close to the ball at impact, which causes it to strike out the hosel. The hosel is the bit that actually connects the club face to the shaft. So when it strikes this part of the club, the ball can go anywhere. And not knowing where the golf ball is going to go is not nice on the golf course, so let's look at a couple of things that might be causing your shanks. One of the main causes I see is when the player's weight shifts towards their toes on the downswing. So they'll take it back normally, and then as they start the downswing, the weight moves towards their toes, and this causes the body to move closer to the ball and the club to move closer to the ball too. So no longer is the center of the club in contact with the ball, but the heel of the club will be, and the closer you get to the heel, the closer you're going to get to the hosel, and you're going to get that shank. If you were to look at the size of the club head, it's not actually that big. So if you were to shift your weight only an inch closer to your toes on the downswing, that's enough to cause the shank. So the first problem may come from shifting your balance towards your toes on the downswing. The second main cause of the shank I see comes from the player coming over the top of the shot on the downswing. So what I've done here, I've set an angle of my desired swing plane. So if you were to come over the top of the shot, predominantly you're going to come inside this line, this cane, and then come over the top of it on the way down. If you come over the top of the shot and then try and swing down the target line, the hosel is going to get in the way of that ball. So now we've got a pretty good idea of what is causing the shank. I'm going to give you a couple of drills that are going to fix this issue. It is possible that your weight's shifting onto your toes without you realising it. So the first drill I'm going to do is use this cane to help retrain the brain of what balance is. So I'm just going to place the cane parallel to the target line. So I'm going to be standing on this cane, so I need the ball to be the correct distance away in setup. So just get the cane over the top of your laces, so where your bow of your laces is. This is where the correct balance is on your feet. So all we're going to do is maintain this balance throughout the swing, allow the right heel to come up still, but then the balance will be shifted onto your left foot over that point. So you've got to keep your pressure on that cane as long as possible. So once we've hit a few shots and we've got that feel of our balance over that cane, let's take the cane away. I want you to try and remember that position we were in. The balance is over the top of your laces. And it's just like hitting that shot with the cane. We're going to maintain it throughout the swing. The cane can be a bit of a hindrance, so once we get used to the balance, it's ideal to get rid of it and then start swinging away, maintaining that balance as much as we can throughout the swing. So the second drill I've got is using the cane once again, and what I've done, I've set this angle for the swing plane again. So make sure that when you do this, make sure that the cane is facing away from you, so when your hands come down, you're not going to actually strike the cane, and it's not going to be painful. So the angle of the cane is going to go between the ball and your right shoulder. This is the swing plane we're looking for to hit on the downswing. So we don't want to be over the swing plane, which is going to cause the shank. We want to be on the swing plane. But how we're going to do that, we're going to retrain what we do by training to go beneath the swing plane. So this angle we've set is going to train the correct swing plane. So all you need to do is take the club back over the cane and then come back on the inside of the cane, so it's going outside to inside. This is going to promote the club getting on the correct swing plane and reduce the possibility of that shank. So it's quite simple. The club's going to go back on the outside and it's going to come through on the inside of the cane. So when doing this drill, you're going to hit a few bad shots because we're not used to this plane that we're actually hitting it on. So don't worry if you hit some missed hits, as long as we're not getting that shank, we're okay. So keep at it until you start feeling like you can do this quite regularly. Take the cane away, and then we're just going to hit it normally. So it's just going to go slightly outside the plane, what you'll feel like, and it's going to feel like it's going slightly inside. You're not going to be that drastic, it's going to be closer to your normal swing, but close enough to get rid of that shank. So you're going to get this feel, this slight inside to out feel. So the drills are quite easy to set up, but they're going to take a little bit of time to get used to and start hitting that ball correctly. So I'll leave you to it. Hope you have a good practice and get rid of those nasty little shanks. And I'll see you next time.